Okay, let's take a look here at some of the practice. We'll work them out, make sure we know what's going on. When it says relate the related series, remember that series when you add them up, and sequence is when you just list them. So really all we need to do is add those numbers up. Please don't overcomplicate it. So I'm grabbing my handheld calculator. 8 plus 33 plus 38. And it should come out to be 122. So there is that one. Once again, moving to the next, we're just putting plus signs in between everything. So 7 plus 12 plus 17 plus 22 plus 27 plus 32 plus 37. Add it all up, you should get 154. So series, add them up. Sequence is just the list of numbers. Next up, here is where you're going to want to use our formula for the sum of an arithmetic series. So here we're looking at the sum of the first 8 terms. So that's going to be n over 2, a sub 1 plus a sub n. So 4 times 24 plus 80. Run that through. We should end up with 416. So know which formula you need to use. Put stuff in the right spot. Next up, same thing. This again is an n equals 8. So the sum of the first 8 terms of this sequence. 8 over 2, always n over 2. First term plus last term. So multiply that all out. You should end up with 316. Next up, same deal. So the sum this time of the first 13 terms. 13 over 2. First term plus last term. Put this all together. 13 over 2, negative 30 plus negative 150 should take us to negative 1,170. Now the trick with these is recognizing that, hey, we're really doing the same thing. It's just that you have to figure out the first term, last term, and number of terms yourself. So for the number of terms, if the bottom number is 1, then your number of terms is just the top limit of the summation notation. From 1 to 7, that's 7 different numbers. So the first 7 terms, for the first term, let's put a 1 in here for the m. 7 times 1 minus 7, that's just 0. And then for the last term, put a 7 in here. 7 times 7 is 49, minus 7 is 42. So 7 halves times 42. In the end, it should take us to a sum for the series of 147. I haven't been highlighting these. I want to highlight these. So answer, 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 and answer. Same thing down here. What we're looking at is, so it starts at 1, so it goes up to 25. So the sum of those 25 terms is n over 2, so 25 over 2. Put a 1 in for the k. This would be 11 minus 3, which is 8. Put a 25 in for the k. It's 11 minus 75, which is negative 64. So 25 halves times 8 plus negative 64 takes us to an overall sum for the series of negative 700. Next up, and last up here, since we're looking just at the odd ones, we go start at 1 again. So we're going from 1 up to 10. So the sum of these 10 terms, 10 over 2 times. Now this is decimals, so I'm going to make a note here off to the side. How much is our first term? So 2.7 times 1 plus 0.8 is 3.5. And then how much is my 10th term? That'd be, oh, that's actually not that bad. It's 27 plus 0.8, so 27.8. So first term plus last term, take that times 5, which is what 10 over 2 is equal to. And we should end up with 156.5. So my friends, just make sure that you can figure out your first term, your last term, and number of terms, and you are all set and good to go.